Good afternoon, students. Welcome you all to Zenith Tutorials. We hope all our videos that you have been finding very useful for your exams. Today we're going to talk about History and Civics Paper 1, which is your exam for tomorrow. This video we're going to divide it into two parts. First part, we're going to talk about how the paper structure is and how the marks have been divided. The second part of this video is we're going to give you 9 very important tips so that you get more than 90% marks in your History and Civics Paper 1 if you follow these tips very diligently. So let us start with the part 1 of the video. The paper is going to be divided into two parts. Part 1, Part 2. Part 1 is going to be of 30 marks. The first question is going to be from civics. It will be of 10 marks, which will have 10 questions with 1 mark each for every question. I repeat, question number 1 is for civics, 10 marks, and it will have 10 questions with 1 mark each for every question. I hope you get it. Question number 2 in part 1 is for history and contemporary world. This will be 10 questions for 2 marks each. So this question number 2 will be totally of 20 marks. 6 questions will be from the history section and 4 questions will be from contemporary world. Hope you get it. Now we go to part 2 of this history and civics paper. Part 2 is divided into 2 sections. Section A, which is civics, 20 marks. Section B is history and contemporary world for 30 marks. Let me go in detail. In section A, you have to attempt any 2 questions out of 3 questions that would be given. Each question would be for 10 marks each. You will have 3 options. Question number 3, question number 4, question number 5. And each question would be again subdivided into 3 sub-questions. I have given an example here. Question number 3 will have 3 sub-questions. A, B, C. As I told you, it's going to be of totally 20 marks. Every question would have 3 sub-questions. 3 marks, 3 marks, 4 marks. Which is 10 marks for question number 3. Similarly, you will have to attempt either question number 4, question number 5 to attempt total 20 marks. Now we go to section B. Section B is again going to be of 30 marks. This is for history and contemporary world. Out here you have to attempt any 3 questions out of given total 5 questions. 3 questions would be from history and 2 questions would be from contemporary world. Each question again would be for 10 marks each. So you have to attempt 3 questions. 10, 10, 10, 30 marks. In this section B also, I give an example. Each question will be divided into 3 sub-questions. Each sub-question would be having either 3 marks, 3 marks or 4 marks. That's how we become 10 marks question for 10 marks for 1 question. So hence we have to attempt 3 out of 5. That is why we get 30 marks. I hope student this is clear. You can keep repeating this video so that you can get more clarity and keep listening to us. So continuing our video further, now we speak about 9 very important tips which all you students have to follow very diligently, very carefully so that you get more than 90% marks in your paper. It is very much possible. It is easily doable. So let's start with 9 important tips or points. Point number 1. You have a huge portion in front of you for history, civics and contemporary world. So please do not try to mug it. If you mug it, it is a very high chances that you will forget when you're writing your paper. So try to understand every chapter. Believe me, it sounds difficult, but it is very much possible. If you can do this, you have a very good chance of attempting all questions in detail. So that's point number 1. Do not mug it, try to understand. Point number 2. Whenever you're reading any topic or any event, try to understand its causes, its effects, and the significance so that you can relate all these things and do a mind map. Causes, effects, and significance of any historical event. Point number 3, write down dates of an event in a sequential manner. So when you take a notebook and pen when you're studying the portion, always write down the dates of these events in a sequential manner in the notebook and then learn them. It's very easy to understand and then remember. Point number 4, read the historical events of chapter and write down event after event. What happened first, then which event followed, and this is how you have to write sequential events so that you'll remember it and it will go in your mind very easily. Point number 5, pick up all historical papers and try to solve them. Try and solve at least 4 to 5 papers by tomorrow morning. This will help you to understand how you need to write a paper, and whatever you're studying, how do you need to translate this into papers. So try and solving as many papers as possible. Point number 5. Now point number 6. As for writing exam, pick up questions that you are confident. Whenever you are attempting, pick up questions which you are very, very confident of doing it. Do those questions first. Attempt section 1 first. Write down all the small questions before you start with the long and structured questions. So in small questions, whichever questions you are confident, attempt those first. But attempt the small questions first and then go to structured and long questions. Always answer in points. Do not write big stories around it, but answer in point. Point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4. What happens is it gives a lot of clarity and it tells the examiner that how well you are prepared and how detailed you are writing. So point by point answers is very, very important. And the last point number 9, always write short and crisp answer. Short and crisp answer also gives out to the examiner that you are very clear in what you are writing. You know the subject, you know the details, you know the dates, you know the historical events. Write very short and crisp answers. I hope you have understood these 9 points. To understand it better, keep looking at this video multiple times so that you have more clarity about these tips, and also about how the structure of paper is and the formatting of the paper and how marks are distributed. Thank you, students. Wish you all the best. Have a fantastic paper tomorrow and do well. Sleep well today. Thank you so much.